What's up, everybody, and welcome back to SM Software Flutter series. In this episode, we are going to see how to integrate a full reset password in Flutter's authentication system. Let's take a look for our finally project. All right, so I got the application here. This is the application. I can try to close it. So I want to show you from starting point. So I can launch the app. All right, the app is ready. Let's start it. So this will take us to home page, but from home page, yes, this is the home page. We are authenticated. But what I want to do is I want to log out. So I can go to profile and log out. So log out. Now I want to show you, we can try to log in again. Try to log in to see that the login is actually successfully with my password. Login out successfully. So I want to now to reset the password, to say forgot password and reset or set a new password. So I can go to, let's press go to forgot password, and here we can now set my email. I'll show my email. All right, so this is the email address. Let's try to send now reset link to reset the password. So from the back end, first of all, we are using a mail trap. So we use a mail trap to test the email receiving or sending all of that. So this is you can see that the email we received the email, and this is the link. So we cannot click on this link if you want to do anything, because this is pointing to, this is only enabled for API. So we don't have a front end for our app. We only have a back end, and the front end is still only Flutter. All right, so from the back end, we can see, first of all, you see that the email was reset. Yeah, email was resent successfully, was sent successfully. So what we can do next, we can now set a new password. Let's try to set a new password and confirm the password. All right, and next we can try to reset that. Okay, password updated successfully. Let's try now to log in again. That was Musa. And then try again. Try to log in. All right, so the password was updated successfully. All right, so this is a basics way. This is a basic way we can handle reset password. So there's many ways you can handle it. One way is that you can send the verification token to user email, or send the verification token to phone number, and the user can put the verification token before getting to set a new password. All right. That we will see that in the next episode. But for this episode, we just want to set that basic one to understand how it works. Let's get started. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, and also like our video. You can also leave comments about this episode. My name is Shabani Musamba, and let's get started. All right, so in our previous episode, we created this application, the startup application. We can launch it and go to home, actually to login. So for the login, you can see we got forgot password here. So we have forgot password, and I want to show you what we did in our previous episode. Another thing is, if you didn't watch our previous episode, please, the link is up there. Okay, check that link, and you can even go to the playlist and you see the link there. Okay, so from here you see we got auth controller. We got a auth controller, and we got a forgot password. So for forgot password, you can see that we use our APIs. One thing is, I want to walk you through first of all what we have. And so if you need to watch our previous video, so you meant want to see what we have here exactly. Right. So before that, let's do Flutter. We want to run the app so that you can get rid of these errors. So I can do Flutter run. So this will run this app. So we start the app first, and I will come and walk you through what we got so far in here. All right. This may take a couple of seconds or minutes, so I will see you once the application has completed, the build completed successfully. All right, so our application started already, exactly is running here. But I want to show you, first of all, if you don't have the back end, you can see we got the back end here. I want to show you that back end we are using is here. So you can go ahead and clone this one. You can clone this. And once you have cloned, there's a couple of things here you need to do. Let me show you. You'll need to update your .env file. So that env file can set the port. You also set the Mongo URI cluster, and generate also the JSON web token, and also update expiration date. Uh, and so you also need to set your mail trap. So we are using mail trap. Make sure to go and sign up for your mail trap. It's free for testing, and you can start test your emails. And we also can set the refresh token. That's it. So this one is this is optional because we are not really using the front end. So once you have this option set, you are good to go. And I want to show you another thing from about sending email. So we got a file here. If you go to YouTube, you find that we got this file here, send email. So this file, there's nothing. This function, there's nothing. There's nothing much in here. So we just got Node email. So to send the image, this is a function we reuse it. You got here to, so the person is sent to, or the email, and then we have a subject, and then the HTML. So the rest we're just going to set you created a transport node mailer to create a transport, and then we just set the host, port, secure, auth, and then also set the TLS. This is the options, and the rest we're just going to send the email. We use try catch. So we export that, the send email, and we use it in here. You can see that send email, we are using it here. So we have this function here, or method here, which you call forgot password. First of all, this is the whole system, the whole object or function object. I don't know how you call that, function object. Yeah. So we got here what we now we have forgot password. The method is forgot password, and we receive the token. We receive the email, but I want to show you if we got the route for this. This is the route post email. We don't have we don't pass token in this one. For this one, don't pass token. We don't have what we call middleware for this. Yeah. So if you go, you will find we pass the email. So once we get this email, we just try to find if the email actually exists. If the user exists that email, if it does exist, so we're just going to, if it doesn't exist, we return error. Else we generate the reset token. We use crypto.random random byte 32, and then we just generate the token. So once we get that token, we set the reset token. We set the reset token to store in the memory, because to we can store it in the database, but for now we just store it in memory. So if you deploy this to a live server, you can start storing this in a database. Right. So once you get that, you can now reset link. So you create this or compose this reset link. So by the URL, and then you pass the reset reset password token. So this is where now I was telling you can have options here. Instead of returning this to user, you can just send it to user to the email, and then ask user to verify the email and put the token. Or you can put the token or generate the verification code. So the system, the whole thing is here, is not that complicated. So once we get this, we just return reset link. We just return the data or response to the end user or front end. So we status 200 and the reset link and the reset token. So you can choose to add a reset token or reset link. So these are very clear. There's nothing much here complicated. So the rest here, once you download this, you clone the project from the GitHub, you will find the rest there is very easy to understand. Okay, so this was it for backend. We don't have much for backend, but what I want to show you, I want to walk you through very quick is very fast is this one, the front end. Well, this is the front end. We got the in our previous video. Actually, we completed this one, or was it the login and registration? So we got. If you just scroll down here, we got this forgot password. So forgot password. If you didn't watch our previous video, you can still go ahead and you can still follow along with us. So forgot password. We just have a class here, or a template, which one thing is we are using GetX. If you don't know, we are using GetX. So from our project structure, before even explain to you about the forgot password template, so we got our own structure here. So we have a very simple and clean structure. You can see that we have here data way. This is our models, and we got route, which we have a route here for forgot password, and then we got the class which we use to organize the route. Since we are using GetX, so to clean up our or to organize our routes, so we use a route file, and then we also have a app page to call now the route here, or access or navigate between the pages, the screens. And the rest we got util validation, and that's it. So the rest, I don't want to go in the details because we have already spent much time in our previous video talking about this. So I just wanted to show you what we have. About screens, you can go to Moodles, and Auth. Here we got to this forgot password. So this is the one we want to work on. So I can explain to you. This what we have in here. We expand or extend the our app layout. App layout is here. There's nothing here. So if you watch our previous video, you already know how we do this. We don't want to keep repeating the scaffold all over. So we have this. What we want to do in here, I want to show you an example for what we did for a login. If you see the login here, we are not doing that much. We just integrate GetX, OBX here to handle the login buttons. So if you see our login, our forgot password here. So we already have email controller. So just the email controller. If you scroll down, email controller is here. So that means we also have validation. Yes, validation is here. So we can test this. If you go to our app, yes, and try to submit, you get an error. So that means the validation is working. But if I put the email, let's put that Musa at Gmail. So I can try to see what you get in there. Yeah. So this one by default it will just take you to home page to set new password because you didn't send the email. You didn't send the email. So I want to show you what we got in here. So if you take this, it's just to validate to check if you have your here down here. You just check if the validation passed. We just go to reset password. So we don't want to do that. Instead, we want to use the auth. This is the forgot password. So we want to use this method. So to use this method in here, we can use the same thing as here. So that means we just have to call this guy. We can copy this. But before even copying that, we can bring in the controller. This is the controller we want to use. So I can copy this and add the controller somewhere here. Here is fine. Can import it. Just give it time. Now import the controller. So once we have the controller imported, we can wrap this. No, from here where the link starts from here. So we can copy this thing, the whole thing, like this, and wrap it in. Can do obx. Yeah, obx, and we just do return this one. Return this guy. And the pass this one here. Okay, so now we know we have this one. So we just have to go and call the main goal here is to call the forgot password method. This method here. So let's go and do that. Okay, so what we can do, going back here, instead to navigate to reset password. Okay, so once again, I want to point something that if you want to do modification, say go to handle verification, verify email, verification code, etc. But for now, we can just do controller dot. We don't want to do that. You can just do controller dot forgot password. Control dot forgot password, and we want to pass the email. We can do email dot text. Email controller dot text. So to just get the text. Dot trim is just to remove the space. Yeah, but we can use if you go, you can close this one. If you go here, we can use the process method is processing. So that means that we can see if we are using the is processing. Yes, the processing is here. So we want to use it. We can also set it to false. Is processing dot value to false. Here we can do. Where's the button? So on press, On press, we can handle a couple of things here. We can do controller dot is processing. If it's processing dot value, we can do a couple of things. We can say, for example, show nil, and else show this one, or the controller I call auth controller. We show to nil. So we don't want to keep when user. The idea is that sometimes user can keep pressing. And go back, and keep pressing even after submission. So we want to avoid that. Once the user press once, so we can just show is processing. And also we can update this one. Where is it again? This is the one where we are showing the text. So we can show if it's processing. We can show the circular progress indicator, else show the text message. So just help user to understand the just to play a little bit of user's experience. Okay, I think this is correct for now. We can go back here. So I want to show you what we have in here. So what we have in here, we call the service auth service. I want to show you, if you don't watch our previous video, I want to show you the class. The class is here, auth service. So this class is responsible for handling the request, the auth service, auth request to the backend, the login, registration, get profile data, logout, even forgot password is here. So you can go ahead and watch our previous video to see how we handle this one. So we have we got auth service, and then we got also the device info, which help us to get the device info. We got also API. We got API config, API client. This is the one, this class, which also handled much here about handled the DO request. And we got API config. So if you watch our previous video, you will see how we set up all of this one. Okay, so back to auth. This is the function. This is the method. So once we call this method, we wait for response. So if you see auth service forgot password here, you see that the forgot password will return forgot password. This one, you see that will return the response.data. So that means we'll have data ready. So we will just get the data. If it's now you see the back end. This is the data we will send. So we'll have message, and we'll have reset link and reset token. So from the Flutter front end, we can access the reset token and access everything from there. So if you get the data, we can set this to false. But we also do try catch here to set it to false. But if you get, so this is where again where you can handle now after the token was sent successfully. If you choose to send, you can redirect. You can see here that you redirect the user to reset password. So you can choose to reset verify. Let's say up route. So you can add another route here. Let's say static. So verify email, verify code, or reset. I can say something like let's say reset token. Let's say reset token or code, or verification code. I'm trying to just type something here I can explain to you. Verification. I don't know. Reset token, reset code. I don't know, whatever you call it. But here we can verify code. Yeah? So this is just to help you now. You can verify the, if you want to redirect the user to that way, to go and verify the token. But we don't want to do that. So we just want to jump straight. We know that if you get the token, so that means your email, the user's email was verified correctly from the back end. If not, we will return error. You can see that we return error. So once we get that, we just redirect to reset password, which is reset password is here. Yeah. So and to see also the reset password template is this one. This is the reset password template. Okay, so I can save this and just reload to see now what we will get. So I want to reset the app so that we can see the change. All right, so the app is here. I can press now, go to login. So I can also interact this the app from my mobile, because this is a real device. So I can go to forgot password. So I want to put that email again, which was Musa. But let me trick an error first. Let me trick an error. I put something that doesn't exist. It's something like this. We can start with the error. So I can try to, you see now, failed to send the reset link. So if you want to show much error, you can show, but we just simplify the error like this one. So I can try to send it, to put now the email that I have an account with this email. So let's try to send. But you can also watch them here. A few seconds ago, you can see that the reset link was sent successfully. So if you go back to the app, now we have this one here. All right, so next let's work on update now the password. We know the, all right, so for reset password, this is the one. We can go to, I want to show you the route first. This is the reset password, and I can also show you the back end. The method is ready here, reset password, and the route is here, reset password. So you see that the reset password actually, we are waiting for the token. So we need the token as param. So you need to attach the token to the URL param, to URL. So once you have that, you can close this. You will see that here we need to access the token. Once we get the token, we can console.log this message. So we check the token, reset token, the one we set up here. Now we have this method here we use. Yeah, here we set the token. So here we get that token. So that means if it was saved in the database, so we can just retrieve it by user email. So retrieve that token, and once we have the token, we check if it's valid. If it's not valid, we can return error. We get the user ID from the token. If not, sorry, we check if the token, if it's not there, we return error expired. We after that, sorry, we just update the password. So this is very simple as this, but from the front end, we have here reset token, but we can maybe update that. Actually, this is just fine. So we can see up, let's see where we are using this from app page. Yeah, get page, the class. So we have a reset password. So this is the one we are using. And the view, this is the view here. So that means in here, so we need a way to catch the token from the params. So we can get the token. I can do get the get token from params. So which is going to be, yeah, it's going to be get. So with the GetX, so it's easy to access URL params by using this way. Yeah. If I want to show you, if I'm sure that you are not getting complicated. So this is how we attach the token to the URL. You see the up route here. We don't have anything here. We don't pass the token here, but from the controller. So once you get the URL, once you get the token, where is the token? We get the token from here, and we attach it to the URL. So we do app.routes.reset password. So this is the, if you do this, you see that we get this route here. And then what we do, we just attach a token like this. So we just attach token here like this so that you can access it from the back end. So that means if it was on even the web, you can still access the token. So this is very standard way to just handle this kind of stuff. So we attach the token here, but now when we are going to to this page, we going to this page with the token now. So we can now access here. Forgot password, now close this one. We can now access the token here. So what you do here is get dot params, and then we take the token. So if you have the token, what are you going to do now? We can also bring in controller. We can bring in controller just up here. So can do finally auth controller. We get the auth controller. And once we have that, we want to do the same thing here. We want to wrap this, the button, with the GetX. So we can remove this, and I can do OBX. So we're just going to return this button here, and I can put semicolon and then comma here, so we don't have error. Okay, so now we can access this. So instead, here, once the password is confirmed, everything, we can call the method here. So we can do auth.update password. If you have token, you pass the token, else we pass an empty string. But we can see what we required here. We want to see this method. We go back to auth. The method is here. So you see that this method required the token, which is string, and also required the password, which is also a string. So here that we pass the token and we pass the password too. But we can do here, we check if the password, if you have the password, and we can also update here if we get is processing. Yeah, so we can now access the processing here, is processing here to do the same thing. Yeah, so we can do controller, auth controller dot is processing. We can pass, if it's processing set to nil, else we pass that function. Down here too, we can do the same thing. If it's processing, is what is that is processing, we can pass the circular progress indicator, else you pass that one. So we don't have much here. You can see that we don't really have much things to do here since the design was already there. Okay, so we can save this. So once we save, you see, we just call the method reset a password with the token. So I want to show you where is this method. If you go to auth service, it's our auth service, and the method is here. The method is very simple. The method accepts the token and also accept the token and the new password. And we just use our API which is there. API, we remember API, we we don't do an intercept here. We don't intercept here to add anything here. Where is it? Reset password. Yes. So we just do post, and then we pass api.config reset password, the URL. I want to show you the URL. It's not here. It's going to be API config. This one, reset password. This is the we do auth slash reset password. This one, if you watch our previous video, you already know where this is coming from. So this is from the server where we register our we register the router here. So you see that must have API, yeah, because it will access the API and everything about auth. This is the path. Path is going for the auth. So here, everything about auth is here. This is the route for the auth. Just route this path. Okay, so back to here, you see, okay, this is what we pass, and if you go back to auth service, yes, and we pass token, and the data, we just pass the password, we pass our new password. Yes. So this one, once we get the response, you see that this is not, we are not returning anything. Yeah? We just wait. Once we get that, from here, we wait for the response. If the response is successfully, we just pass the message password that updated successfully, and we can do a app.route app.route.login to redirect the user to the login. But if you get error, we just show that error. Okay, so backend, I don't have to explain to you again because we have already seen everything about the backend. So what I can do here is just to restart the app and test it. Okay, so the app was restarted successfully. The app restarted successfully, so I can go to update new password. From here. Okay, what we need to do is we can go to forgot password, and we need to get the reset link. Yeah, so send link. You want to verify from the email. Give it a minute. If you see here, yeah, new password is here, but you can also try to reload this to see if the email was sent successfully. Yeah, the email is there, so we can now update the password. Let's try update new password to 123456789. Confirm it. Okay, that's the new password. So I want to reset the password to see, doesn't match. Okay, let's try again, and this one. Okay, so it looks like we are getting an error here. It doesn't match. So we need to check that. I'm sure we have something to do with the, let's see. Confirm password. Confirm password. And this is the new password. Controller password. So we have validator. We are using this validator. Yeah. And the validator, if you see where is that error coming from, confirm password, the error message is coming from here. So if I try to do something like point dot dot and reload the app here, let's try to, okay, let's try again to put we are going to work on that error, but I just want to show you what we have and where is the error coming from. So if I try, you see that error coming from here. So we can also debug that issue to just print out, let's say password against this one. So let's see, why is that getting that error? Yeah, yeah. So we want to print this message. So we want to see the password. So if I reload that, okay, back to the app, I put the password again and do it. Yeah. So we want to see the log here, password, confirm password 123. You see, this is the password. Against is nil. So that means we are not getting this this one is nil. So we need to get the new password. Let's go and work on that. It's not that much. It's not that hard job to do. There's many way we can handle it here. If you see, this is the template. So this is the confirm password, and this is the component, the path where we need to fix it. So you have this one here, validate password. So you see this guy, you need the value and the password or new password. But we can also just do the same thing here, which you can let's just wrap this in a function of this. So we can do, let's do return password, confirm password. You pass the value and we pass the new password or the password controller. This is now the password controller. This is the current, the value is the current value, and it's the other password, this one. So if I save that, reload, so we can try again. Let's try to pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to send. Okay, now we don't get the error. So the validation passed successfully. The validation passed. Yeah, the validation passed. So we can remove that, the log message. But if you see that we are getting a different error, let's say failed to reset the password. So that means maybe the token expired. But before to decide that, we need to go to control. This is the control, update password. We can try to log out the response. We can try to see. Let's print here. We want to log the token, and then we also want to log the new password. So I save that, restart. Okay, try to put the password again. I can even minimize this. Put this is a new password. Okay, try to save. Now you can see down here, reset, reset. So we are missing the token. Now we can see the how we can handle much error. So we are missing the token. So that means up here, here we are not actually getting the token. So this depends on what are you passing to the URL. We are not getting the token here. Okay, let's go and check on that. Right. So many way to fix this the error, we don't consider it as an error. First of all, we need to restart the app. So you can restart the app, or just stop the build and clear the build, clean the build and rebuild again. But for now, we want to restart the app, and we also want to check here. Since we know we don't have token, we can try to print out the response. Print say response like this. So we can maybe do to shrink like this. So we want to see what we get. I want to restart the app again. So we'll wait here to see the error. So I can go to the app. Just give it a second. It's still restarted successfully. Let's go to the login. Let's say forgot password, and put the password, the email. Wait for, so we want to see the response down here. Okay, so you can see down here we got the response. Response from forgot password. So message reset link, that's the link, and reset token. So the token is there. This is the reset token. So we can make sure that this is the one we are actually getting. This is the one. So that means now this means we have a token. We can now try to just go ahead and log in, set a new password to see. If it doesn't work, we can now try to check the URL. But for now, let's try to see this one. Okay, we're still getting the error. And if you check down, we want to see the token is not there. The token is still not there. So that means the problem is here. Where is it? The problem is where we are accessing the token. So are we accessing the token? We need to find how we are getting the token from the URL. We can also here. Okay, we need to check out faster why we are not getting the token. Okay, so actually it looks like we are missing a piece of very important information here. Reset password. So for reset password, you see this is the problem here. So we're not supposed to send this like this. We're supposed to we can pass reset password, and then we need to pass token because we want to make sure that the token is available in the on the page, on the params. Okay, so if you save that, make sure to restart the app on the view, the token, access the token, so we can access it from here. Give it time to restart the app. Okay, now we can go to login, forgot password, and put the email, send the or wait for the reset password, the token. Okay, now the token is sent successfully. We can now put the new password. Okay, and try to sign up. A password has been updated successfully. So now the password is there. So we can try to log in with now that new password. Congratulations, guys. So reset password and update the password. So successfully. Okay, I can just walk you through what you have done here so far. So for if you get an error, first of all, we make sure that this in a get page, in this file get page here, the class get page, here make sure that instead to pass the URL like this, the route we need to pass this way. Yeah, we need to pass it this way, so because we want to access the token, we want to access this token. So this token, this will be available even on browser, even if your app is running on the browser, so you can still access the same token. So this can be this is a standard way you can access this token. Okay, this was for reset password. So we also got update password or forgot password. So we completed this one too. The process was also very simple. So I'll leave the links on the description for the our previous episode, which we are building the UI, users interface and validation. So because we don't want to go through every step, and the back end is actually simple. Once you clone it, once you clone the back end, you will find the rest of the things here. The rest of the stuff is actually here. Everything you see. All right. So in our next episode, so we'll work on this UI. So we'll make everything here clickable and beautiful to handle the settings, the URLs, link, and all of this one. Okay, we will also make sure that you can set the setting. We can create a setting link, a setting screen. All right. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and also like our video. And see you in the next episode.
Right, that's it for now, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Do stay subscribed for more.